Hi friends, we look at a quadratic equation. Remember last time we were looking at a quadratic equation, quadratic function. And now we are starting a new topic titled quadratic equation. So under this topic, we are going to have an introduction to it. So we are told it is an equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, and c are constants and the value of a is not equal to 0. So this is what we have. Then under the same, let us look at the roots. The roots of a quadratic equation are values of x that satisfy an equation. We looked at the root. The roots, we looked at them, and we discovered that these are the values of x, and we know how we came up with the roots. We said we can find the roots by saying x is equal to negative b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is how we came up with the roots in our previous videos. Now, quadratic equation has got 4 methods. We can solve quadratic equations using 4 methods. Under this level of mathematics, we can use 4 methods. The first method is that we use graphical method to solve the quadratic equation. We use the factorization method to solve the quadratic equation. We can also use the completing the square method to solve quadratic equation. We can also use the quadratic formula to solve the quadratic equation. Let us now look on how we can use graphical method to solve quadratic equation. Solve quadratic equations by graphical method. It is solved by plotting two equations given on the same axis. The axis, the y, and the x. The y-axis, the x-axis, they all center there. You draw or you plot the same equations, 2 equations given or 3 equations which have been given, you plot them on the same axis. Then you get the x values. You get the x values on the point of intersection. If your first, let me say your first graph is like this, then we have the second one like this, meaning you get the value of x there and also the value of x there, meaning you go like this. What is the value of x there? Which is negative. This one here is positive. You get those 2 values. That will be the solution to your quadratic equations using the graphical method. Let us have one example. The question is, on the same system of axes, draw the graphs of y is equal to x squared minus 2x and y is equal to negative x squared plus 4, and solve the equations. So we say our solution, the first thing is that here we have to come up with a table of values. Now the table of values has not been given, so I'll just come up with my own. I'll have my x and my y like that. The values have not been given, so I'll just say, let me start from negative 3 I come to -2, I come to -1, I come to 0, 1, 1, 2, and also the 3 there. So those are the table of values. Now I find the value of y. So I will say in the first place, I will say y is equal to x squared minus 2x. Where there's x, I'll put -3. Y is equal to -3 squared minus 2, -3, like this. So y is equal to 9. This we are going to have 6. So the y is equal to, we have 15, because 9 plus 6 is 15. We come there, the y is equal to 15. We come there, we are going to say y is equal to -2 squared minus 2 -2. So the answer of y is equal to 4 plus 4. The value of y will be 8. So you write the 8 there. Then we come here. So we say y is equal to -1 squared minus 2, open bracket, -1 squared also. Oh, not squared, sorry. So we say y is equal to 1 plus 2. And our answer will be 3. If x is 0, even y will be 0. We continue. If y is 1, if y is 1, x is 1, so we're going to say x squared minus 2 times 1. I mean, it will be 1 squared minus 2 times 1. The answer will be -1. So there it will be -1. If we have 2 there, we are going to say 2 squared minus 2 and 2. The answer will be 0. Because 2 squared is 4, so it will be 4 minus 4. The answer will be 0. If it is 3 squared, so we're going to have y is equal to 3 squared minus 2 and the 3. So y is equal to 9 minus 6. Y will be 3. So that is what we have. So let us now plot this graph here on the Cartesian x or y plane. So let us plot it now. The first coordinate is that -3, 15. -3 is here, so we'll go like this. Where is our 15? Our 15 must be between 14 and 16. So that's where our 15 is. The second coordinate is -2, 8. -2, 8, where is 8? Somewhere here. So this is what we are going to have. We are going to have the point there. Another point there. What else? We also have -1, 3. -1, 3 will be somewhere here because that's where it is. Because that's where we find our -1 and the 3 is in between 2 and 4. We also have the other one, which is 0, 0. It is at the center there. What else? We have 1, -1. It is here, there. Then we have 2, 0. It is somewhere here. Then we have 3, 3. 3, it can be somewhere here. That's where we have our 3, 3. Okay, this is what we have. That is what we have. Now, maybe just an observation, since we were using 2 units, each point had 2 units, even going down there, let us also use 2 units. So what am I trying to say? We are going to have something like this. Then I'll say this one here is my 2. Okay, my 2 there, -2. Then there I'm going to have my -4. Then I have my -6. So this means that here my -1 is somewhere here. So 1, -1, it is making sense where it is. Once we finish this issue, then now we plot the 2. We join the 2. We join all the points we have just made. So this is the graph we have. This graph has been formed. We have formed that graph there. How did we form that graph? We formed it because of the equation x, because of the equation y is equal to x squared minus 2x. Y is equal to x squared minus 2x. That is what we have. Let us go to the next one. We also need to plot the other one, which is y is equal to -x squared plus 4. So we are going to plot it using the same range. We see the outcome or the output. So this one now, it will be y is equal to -3 squared plus 4. -3 squared, the answer will be -9. So -9 plus 4, our y is 5. The value of y is 5. So 5 is our answer. We put our 5 there. Then we go to the next one, which is y is equal to -2 squared plus 4. So -2 squared plus 4, it will be -4 plus 4, and the answer is 0. So we put a 0 there. Then we have another one, y is equal to -1 squared plus 4. So we are going to have y is equal to, this one will be -1 plus 4, and the answer is 3. We come there, are going to say y is equal to negative, open bracket, 0 squared plus 4. The final answer will be 4. Then the other one will be y is equal to -1 squared plus 4. The answer will be -1 plus 4. And our final answer will be 3. So we are going to have 3 there. When we come to 2, we say 2 squared, the answer is 4. So the answer, it will be -4. It will be -4 plus 4, and the answer will be 0. If I put a 3 there, it will be 3 squared. It will be 9. Then it will be -9. -9 plus plus 4. The answer will be -5. So this means that even in this point here, it should not be 5, but -5. Please correct it. The answer is -5. Let us now plot this. The first plotting is -3, -5. It is somewhere here. That's where it is. That's where it is. That's where it is. Then our next coordinate, it is 2, 0, which is there. Our next one, it is -1, 3, which is this point there. Then the other one is 0, 4. It will pass through 4 there. Then the other one, it is 1, 3. Where is 1, 3? 1 is here, 3, somewhere there. Then the other one is 2, 0. It has come back there. Then finally 3, -5. 3, -5 somewhere here. So we are going to draw the curve, which will be like this. We are going to draw the curve which will look like this. So this is what we have. Then we are going to say y is equal to -x plus 4. Remember, we said when you are solving this, you look for a point where the two are meeting each other, or the two equations are meeting each other. So they are meeting here. This is where they are intersecting each other, and this point here. What is the value of x there? So you go like this and find the value of x, of which we have seen it. So therefore, our final answer, solving these two quadratic equations using graphical method. Therefore, the solution to the first one, which is x squared minus 2x, the value of x there, where is this crossing the x-axis? The values of x are 0 and 2. 0 and 2. What else? We come to this other equation, which is y is equal to negative x squared plus 4. The values of x there are -2, because it's crossing the x-axis as -2 and 2. So these are the values of x for the two equations. They have got different values. And now the other question may come to say, we solve these two algebraically, or we combine the two, or simultaneously. If you combine the two, you are going to get now the values. When you are solving it, you get the values of where the two graphs have crossed each other. So this will mean that the value of x will be -1 and 2. The value of x will be -1, because this point here is -1 and this point there is +2. So this marks the end to our question. Our next lesson will be on solve quadratic equation using the factorization method. Thank you so much.